fan, it's time to buckle up for the fastest 2 hours in motorsports. It's time for on-pit road racing, right here on Vegas's and the world's racing station, VegasAllNetRadio.com. Racers, start your engine and let's go racing with your hosts, Alan Michael, the First Lady, Diane Fox, and Sergio Quintero. The green flag is in the air and you are on pit road racing.
Everything is quiet now, but the stands will soon be full, with thousands of our screaming fans all waiting on a show. That's when this old racetrack takes on a life of its own. So listen to this driver's prayer, I don't want to feel alone. Keep us safe today, dear Lord, when we sit behind the wheel. Be right here beside us, if it be your will. Help us to do our best, then turn it over to you. Guide us and direct us until this race is through. Guide us and direct us till this race is through. I know the car is ready, we've done all we can do. I have the love of family, great friends and crew. I'm thankful for the chance to be here today. So what I'm asking for, dear Lord, is your blessing along the way. Keep us safe today, dear Lord, when we sit behind the wheel. Be right here beside us, if it be your will. Help us to do our best and turn it over to you. Guide us and direct us till this race is through. Guide us and direct us till this race is through.
We need to come back, okay?
Well, that's good.
Well, that's it. So
Technical difficulties, Scott.
it can happen. Well, I know one thing. We are now recording.
Oh, so download those shows. You can
there you
download
go.
it, yes.
There you go. Great things out there all day. Weather in Las Vegas, there is no racing this weekend as far as NASCAR goes, okay? But weather here in Las Vegas, Diane?
Today it got to 82. It was partly cloudy. 0% chance of rain, of course. Tomorrow, Easter Sunday, high of 89, low of 66, mostly cloudy. No chance of rain, which is good. And Monday, we're going to hit the 90s. 93 for a high, 67 for a low, mostly sunny, with a 10% chance of rain.
Tell you, that just absolutely means a lot. So, in other words, Las Vegas, pool season is here. And if you're planning on coming to Las Vegas here within the next week or two, all I can do is tell you to bring this sunscreen with you because it is getting hot and sunny early.
Yes, and the UV index is mostly moderate to very high next week.
Yeah. Want to say hi to your friends that were here this week?
Oh, God, had a good time. Hadn't seen Karen and Kyle since my father's funeral about 5 years ago. Went to school with Kyle. Been friends with Karen for a long time, and sat on Fremont Street at, was it Whiskey? Where were we at?
Whiskey Rivers.
Whiskey Lick or something like that. We were sitting there.
Oh,
We had a beer.
Yeah, that's a,
yeah.
No. Okay, go ahead.
Sat and had a beer.
Had a couple.
Had a couple of beers, and people watched.
Yeah, we like to watch the people.
Yes, it was a great time, and they're back on the road again on their way back to Indiana. So safe travels to them.
So they loaded up all the Ford, Shelby, Mustang stuff, which is is a big anniversary. It was 50 years, wasn't it?
Yes, they were out there for the.
There's been a bunch of stuff going on with the
Mustangs. They were out there for the some marathon out there.
Yeah,
so.
Absolutely. Yeah, I've seen those the last couple of days. They're over by the go-kart track.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
I've been over at the go-kart track up in G now. So
there you go. Out of Gene Wood's racing experience. Scott, pull that microphone up a little bit closer to you so they can.
Is that a little better?
Yeah, that's a little bit better there. Scott Johnson from Motorsports Alliance is joining us in the first part of this program today. On Pit Road Racing, the spring and summer tour dates. It's just a racing thing is out. Our next stop on the tour is we're jumping on a big plane and we're heading to Langley, Virginia.
Wow.
All right.
Sounds good.
One of the first 5 NASCAR sanctioned tracks. I mean, this is like the granddaddy. I mean, of local short track racing, this is one of the granddaddies right here.
Absolutely.
So we're heading over there May 10th. Diane's going to be jumping on the plane. I'm going to be jumping on the plane. We're going over to Langley, Virginia for a great cause, a great foundation called Racing for Hope Foundation.
Nice.
All about kids with cancer.
That's always a good cause.
And, I hate, anybody having cancer, but, man, when it strikes kids, it's just something,
and this foundation does a lot for the families.
Yeah.
They give a lot of support in many, many, many different ways because of all the stress that cancer puts on a family.
Absolutely.
And so they help
Families
out.
Get forgotten. They get
exactly. And Racing for Hope does their best to help these families out.
Yeah, man. If they need, we had some folks on that were back east, and they were telling us that this medicine for cancer is just unbelievable. And they were looking at one time, do I pay my mortgage payment, or do I buy my son $900 worth of medicine to keep him alive?
Yeah,
there's only one answer to that. So that's why Kevin Adams founded the Racing for Hope Foundation.
So they help these people out. If you need money for medicine, if you need money for transportation, if you need things like that, they step up. They pay forward all the way.
Yeah.
Absolutely. That's always a good thing.
I do want to say to let everybody know at Langley, Virginia, that we still have Langley, Virginia, and the Racing for Hope Foundation in our thoughts and prayers. They lost the founder and CEO, Kevin Adams. They lost him last week.
Tragic accident.
It's
just something else.
We just want to let them know that they're still in our hearts and prayers.
Anyhow, we're heading over there May 10th. We're going to be doing that. And, there are still a few tickets. I talked to Tom Lightfoot earlier this week. There are still a few tickets. Scott, you'd like this. Now, man, you talk about bellying up to the bar. And the NASCAR family and the racing family all around the country is this way. But these guys have got a 1962 Stratocaster guitar that has been signed by every member of the Rolling Stones.
Cool.
And all you got to do is go to racingforhopefoundation.org. Click on the little guitar thing right there to donate. It's a $5 raffle.
Nice. Yeah,
okay.
I'll be headed there right now.
Okay. And you click it on. It's a secured site all the way around. PayPal's, and they've got this thing locked in. You can buy as many raffle tickets. Well, actually, they only printed 3,000 of these tickets.
But they still have some left.
A few left. Okay.
Better hurry.
Hurry now. And and you don't have to be in Langley, Virginia. You could be here in Las Vegas. You could be down in Atlanta, Georgia. You could be anywhere in the country and win this guitar. And from what I was told, this guitar was signed by the members of the Rolling Stones the last time they were here in Las Vegas. Over at the MGM Grand, okay?
A little extra history with it.
And it's all sealed up, and it's all ready to go, so somebody is going to be drawing that. And, of course, Diane and I are going to be over there. They got a big parade, a big thing going on, and we're going to be co-grand marshals of that thing. And Diane is going to actually get up in the starter stand and throw a green flag.
I am totally, I'm stoked.
It's a fun experience.
Yes.
She is going to get a rush like you ain't never seen. I hope they stick her up there because that night the K&N series is going to be up there that night. There'll be the headliner up there that night.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
And you ain't going to feel nothing to what about 600 horsepower in those machines?
Yeah, for the K&N cars?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
About 600 horsepower.
Yeah, that's about right.
About 20 of them come screaming by.
Now, I'm really hoping Jay Beasley's going to be there, so I'm going to ask him when we're talking to him on the phone today.
He'll be popping in here shortly, so we will definitely get with Jay, okay? Also want to remind you that May 17th, we're going to be at the Lucas Oil Modifieds. They're going to be out at the Bull Ring, man. And speaking of Jay, I bet you this is him right here. You know what I'll do? I'll pop a quick commercial up in here. We'll do that, and we'll get right with it. And in fact, let's take a listen to our good friends.
The Gene Woods Racing Experience, Las Vegas's newest premier outdoor adrenaline-powered gasoline go-karting track with speeds in excess of 45 miles per hour if you've got the balls. We've got 2-for-1 Tuesdays. Buy one and your friend rides free. We've got $5 off coupons. And remember, on your birthday, members ride free. And they get a free Gene Woods Racing Experience t-shirt. Open Monday through Friday, 4 p.m. till 11. Saturday and Sunday, noon till 11. And we're located at 121 East Sunset Road in Las Vegas Boulevard at the Sports Center across from McCarran Airport. Come blow the doors off your competition at Gene Woods Racing Experience. Once you race here, you won't go anywhere else. Be there. Be there.
The Cardboard Cat, located at 4300 Pecos in North Las Vegas. We give used boxes another life. We reuse them for people that need to move. We also recycle old and torn cardboard right here at our warehouse. If you have cardboard and need to get rid of it, call Mark at the Cardboard Cat. His phone number is 702-834-1218. 702-834-1218. The Cardboard Cat, a proud sponsor of On Pit Road Racing. Welcome to LasVegasZeroDown.com. Save thousands on your next home purchase. Buy your dream home today with zero money down, zero closing cost, and receive up to $2,000 tax credit. And you don't even need to have perfect credit. Do you need more information? Give them a call today at 702-480-2496. That number again is 702-480-2496. Or you can fill out the form online today. They're open 7 days a week. Welcome to LasVegasZeroDown.com. Do you, like many Americans, have credit problems? You can't secure a loan, get an apartment, or a car? Getting turned down because of bad credit? Would you like to get your credit problems fixed? Let Vivex Credit Solutions work for you. They can help you fix and repair bankruptcy, foreclosures, short sales, late payments, repossessions, tax liens, debt settlement, and identity theft, plus much, much more. They are licensed credit experts, and they're available to discuss your credit challenges in person, via the phone, or email. Vivex Credit Solutions is located at 7795 West Sahara Avenue, Suite 101, here in Las Vegas. Call them today at 702-434-4410. That's 702-434-4410. Email them and get support at vivexcreditsolutions.com. They're on the web at vivexcreditsolutions.com. Get your credit problems and challenges fixed today at Vivex Credit Solutions. You seem to make it work either which way. Good afternoon. Welcome back to On Pit Road Racing. We are live here in Las Vegas, Nevada. I want to say hi to all of our friends. 46 states, 23 different countries this program is being picked up, Scott.
Nice.
We are, since you were here last time, I mean, we have just turned in from that, as Andy Martello would say, that little show that is starting to grow, man, you know.
Nice. It looks like you've been getting quite a following lately.
Yeah, I love it, you know. That's it. We're getting into NASCAR news, but most importantly, I want to open up the Taste Fire hotline right now because, I lost it. Oh, man, there we go. Jay was there somewhere along there with us, man.
Jay, call us back.
Jay, call us back, and we'll get Jay back up on the line for us. They're bringing in all this new equipment here, and I mean, it's just crazy and everything else. So, Jay, if you're listening out there, give us a shout back, and we'll get right with you, okay? Anyhow, Scott Johnson's here from the Motorsports Alliance. Man, it's been a while since we've talked to you. How's everything going over at MA, man?
It's going good. We're still getting some of our bugs worked out, trying to get going. Right now, we're actually looking for someone that may want to volunteer a little internet help to help us get going as well. So that's something, if anyone's listening that has some interest to help us further our project, we're looking for someone to, throw a little volunteer time to help us get to the next level.
There you go. So, hey, while we're waiting on Jay to give us a shout back, some great things have been around. What do you think about Gene Haas? He's applied. They've granted him a license. He's going to F1 racing. What do you think about that?
I think that's awesome. I think it's needed to have an American team in that sport. they, even in the past history, there was some not so awesome things that happened with between the U.S. and F1, and now it's getting better. So I think it's time for a U.S. team to take part in that sport.
Yeah, and Gene's, I mean, now we're talking some serious money here too. I mean, NASCAR serious money. We're talking on an average of $20 to $25, $30 million to put a team out there every year. Okay,
that's about right. Yeah.
Okay. Now Gene's really going to step it up. I mean,
yeah, and if of all the people that are taking on a U.S. team, I think he's the right guy.
Yeah, I think so, too. Hey, also, news, Michael Schumacher seems to be popping around even better. Reports out of this week that he's regaining consciousness. His eyes are starting to move around a little bit more. He's getting a little bit more alert. And so that's a great thing to hear him back in action.
That was such a shame.
I mean, it's just, crazy that out of, we talked about this last week, that out of all the races that he did and the championships that he won, a skiing accident.
Something silly and stupid.
Crazy.
And it happens. It's crazy.
It is. Jeff Gordon says that he thinks he can go 10 more years racing.
Well, let's see how he does on that.
Well, the thing is, youngest daughter now is all involved into racing,
Nice.
And so here's what it is. It says that Jeff Gordon talked to Larry King at the Auto Club Speedway last month. And so anyhow, he says his daughter's going to get back into it and everything else. So you're pointing to me. There we go. Let me see if I can get this thing to work right here. And then pop this on and pop that on. And see if we do this like that. Jay Beasley, are you there? Let me see if that'll do this, and we'll do that. And, we'll pop this in like that. We'll see if this will work like that. There we go. Jay, are you out there with me, buddy? Hold on just a second. Jay, I'm going to hang tight real quick, man. I'm going to pop another quick load right up in here. We'll be right back, and I got Jay Beasley standing by on the line, and we'll get to him right after this, everybody.
Credit problems? You can't secure a loan? Get an apartment or a car? Getting turned down because of bad credit? Would you like to get your credit problems fixed? Let Vivex Credit Solutions work for you. They can help you fix and repair bankruptcy, foreclosures, short sales, late payments, repossessions, tax liens, debt settlement, and identity theft, plus much, much more. They are licensed credit experts, and they're available to discuss your credit challenges in person, via the phone or email. Vivex Credit Solutions is located at 7795 West Sahara Avenue, Suite 101, here in Las Vegas. Call them today at 702-434-4410. That's 702-434-4410. Email them and get support at vivexcreditsolutions.com. They're on the web at vivexcreditsolutions.com. Get your credit problems and challenges fixed today at Vivex Credit Solutions.
Well, let's see if we got him now. Jay Beasley, are you out there?
Yep, I'm here.
There he is. Man, Jay, since you've been here, I mean, they've been loading new equipment in here, just everything going crazy, man. I guess what I need to do is hire me. Scott, you were looking for an IT guy. I guess I need one too. But anyhow, he was last year's track champion here out at the Bull Ring, man. I mean, he was just setting it on fire. And now he's moved back east, and he's in the K&N East Series. Our special guest via the Taste Fire Hotline, Mr. Jay Beasley. Good afternoon, sir.
Hey, how you guys doing?
How you doing, man? How's things working out for you back east?
Oh, man, everything's going great. I'm just loving it back east and the series and the people that I'm working with. It's a lot of fun.
So tell us a little bit what's going on with your racing. How many races have you got knocked up underneath your belt? How you looking this season?
We're doing all right this season. We've done 4 races. The first race was New Smyrna, and then we did the Battle at the Beach at Daytona. Then we went to Bristol, and then my last race was Greenville. And it's really cool going to these tracks because they're all different. And I'm not racing at the same track, so all these tracks that I've been going to are completely different from one another. Like Bristol, I mean, the place has like 43% pinking or 43 degrees, so that's pretty crazy. And the series that I'm running in is a lot of fun. So it's looking pretty good. We're going to Richmond as my next race, and that's this Friday coming up. And car's almost dialed in, and I think we're gonna load up on Tuesday or Wednesday, so we'll be ready to go.
Diane, go ahead.
Now, Jay, On Pit Road Racing is going to be in Langley, Virginia on May 10th. Are you going to be there?
On May 10th. Well, it's a good thing I got my little schedule in front of me. No, I'm not going to be there. I'll be in Langley on June 21st.
Oh, June 21st.
June 21st.
Okay.
Well, there you go. Well, we're heading over there on May 10th. Jay, what's been the biggest difference between driving that super late model that you just piloted around out here in Las Vegas last year so well, track champion, multiple wins? What's been the biggest difference of switching from that car to what you're driving now?
The biggest difference?
Yeah.
Oh man, that's a good question. I'd probably have to say it being a truck arm car. You know, the car handle's completely different, and the tires are a lot harder. You know, the car's a lot heavier. So that being said, you know, the car's a little bit more sluggish, but you know, it's got 650 horsepower, so you know, it can spin the tires because the tires are pretty hard. So it's a handful. It's a lot of fun. I enjoy racing the car.
So how are you adapting to the Carolina?
Oh my gosh, I love it.
Yeah.
It's amazing. Today it's raining. It's weird. Not every day is the same weather. So one day it'll be 70 degrees outside, and the next day it'll be 20 degrees, and I don't like that.
Right. Yeah, well, get used to that because it's like if you want a weather change, you can just stay there long enough and it'll change.
Yeah, that's what everyone says. They said if you don't like how the weather is, just
wait till tomorrow. Yes.
Yeah.
So do you miss Vegas?
You know what? I miss my family and friends out there, but I mean that's about it. I really like it out here in North Carolina. The people are nice. You know, I like how green it is here. I actually like it being humid. I haven't experienced summer humidity yet, but other than that, I mean, I really like it out here.
Yeah, you're in for some fun with that summer humidity out there. I was actually born in North Carolina, believe it or not.
Jay, we got Scott Johnson from Motorsports Alliance in the house with us today. Say hi. You all say hi to each other.
How you doing, Jay?
Nice to meet you. How you doing?
Oh, pretty good. Yeah, one of my things I always like to tell my folks I see over here, especially up in the Northeast, my favorite thing about winter in the Northeast is watching it from Vegas.
Yeah, there you go. What part of Carolina are you in, Charlotte?
Yeah, Charlotte, yeah.
You're down in Charlotte. Well, let me tell you, we spent about 12 years just right up the road in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. So once you get into late June, July, and August, buddy, I'm telling you, the humidity's getting ready to roll. Bring out those cool towels because it gets hot and sweaty there. So, you know, but it's good. So how many races are on the season for you? On the schedule this year, Jay?
It's 16.
16 races? Wow. So you got a full plate. You got a full plate ahead. What track are you looking forward to that you haven't been to yet? What are you looking forward to getting to?
Oh, my gosh. There's tons of them. You know what's funny is I'll answer your question. One track I'm really looking forward to going to would probably be New Hampshire because it's a really fast track. Iowa, Watkins Glen. I've dreamed about being on Watkins Glen. That's a pretty awesome track. Another one is what's it called? The Bowman Gray.
Oh, you're heading to Winston-Salem. Oh my goodness gracious, buddy.
You know what? Please say hi to everybody from us there when you get to Bowman Gray.
Yeah, I've seen YouTube videos of Bowman Gray, and it looks awesome.
It is awesome.
Oh, you're going to have a wild time there, Jay. Let me give you a piece of advice, man. We've been following you long, and I can tell you've been working out, buddy. And I mean, you putting the guns on them arms, buddy. Now watch out for Bowman Gray because sometimes the action gets hotter in the pits than it does on the track. So watch out when you get to Winston-Salem, North Carolina. I'm telling you.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm trying to prepare myself, but I should be all right. We should be okay.
Yeah, there might be a UFC gym around there. You can probably get some practice in.
Yeah, I mean it's wild over there. And if you've not been there yet, Jay, now you're going to it. Bowman Gray's a great old traditional Friday Saturday night short track, and it's home of where Winston-Salem State University is at. So you really don't have what they call an infield or a pit road. What you've got is a football field in the middle of this thing. Okay.
Nice.
Yeah.
So I guess it
looks pretty awesome.
Yeah, you'll have a great time there. It's some great set, and the fans there, they pack them out. I mean, every Saturday night there. I mean, the fans. I mean, they brought anywhere from 8,000 to 10,000 in there every single Saturday night, man. So you'll have a great time there.
That's crazy. That's unreal.
Go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say, there's just a ton amount of tracks that I'll be going to, like even Dover. You know, that's a really fast-paced track. I think we'll be going like 160 there. I think in qualifying, a couple of my buddies were telling me that are on my team said that if your car's dialed in, that you're full throttle in qualifying at Dover.
Yeah.
So that's pretty crazy.
Now, you said you're going to Watkins Glen. Have you ever been on a road course before?
Yeah, I've been on a road course. When I used to race legend cars,
right.
I used to do some road course racing. Finished third out of about 150 cars in my class, in the pro class, in the nationals at Infineon. And then I used to be an instructor at Dream Racing,
right.
driving Ferrari F430 challenge race cars. So I've got some experience on road course. I used to race motocross and supermoto, so I really enjoy road course racing.
There you go, Diane. You got anything you'd like to say to Jay?
No.
Yes,
I just, you're getting that. I can hear a little bit of a southern accent coming.
There's a little twang in there.
There is.
What?
Yeah, you're starting to get a lot.
Yep, I hear it. I do hear it.
Now, I got something here for you. Now, have you actually got to sit down yet, man, and have a good bowl of pinto beans, chopped onions, and cornbread yet?
No, I don't think I have.
See, listen to that. No.
Yep,
See, he's that. No.
He's getting it. He's getting it.
Yeah, then there's also those Southern girls.
I was talking to my team, and they got back from lunch. And I said, "Hey, how's y'all lunch?" I said, "Y'all."
See, there you go.
You're fit right. You're fit right in. You're fit right in. You're driving a Toyota this year, right?
Yeah, yes, sir.
Okay, and I want you to take a minute here and say hi to sponsors and anybody out there. Okay.
Yep, most definitely. First, I'd like to thank my mom and my dad. I told my dad I was going to be on the air, but I didn't tell my mom. I probably should have.
Oh boy.
That probably would have been a good deal. I'd like to say hi to Jimmy Parker Sr. and Jr. Also like to thank Max Siegel, NASCAR Racing, all my crew guys for working hard. Pretty much everyone out at the bull ring, the Las Vegas Motor Speedway. I miss all of you guys out there. Hopefully I'll be out there at either open comp or sometime to race with you guys out there. And I miss everyone and can't wait to see you guys.
Well, we can't wait for you to get here, bro. That's it. Diane,
I got one more question. Okay, the food in the Carolinas or in the South is awesome. Have you found something that you just really can't do without?
I haven't. I haven't really experimented yet. Okay. But I feel that's like right around the corner.
Well, I'll tell you what. When we're going to Langley, and I guess they got some really, really awesome. They're called redneck fries. I know. So I'm going to try, and I'm going to try some, and they sound really good. So what you need to do, Jay, is you need to find some redneck fries. You taste them, and then we will compare. Okay.
All right. Okay, that sounds good.
Yeah, we're going to be there May 10th. You're going into June, so we're going to get our first taste of redneck fries. And so after you try them, then send us a Facebook and let us know what you think of redneck fries. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, that sounds good.
Yeah.
Jay Beasley.
I still enjoy my Mexican food.
Well, that's it. There you go.
With a little southern twang.
Well, there's some good stuff down there, that's for sure. Jay Beasley's joining us due to via the Taste Fire hotline, and we appreciate your time, sir. And where are you off to next? Are you off to Richmond next? Is that where you're heading to?
Yep, I'm off to Richmond. Yeah. I appreciate you guys having me on the show. I really enjoy talking to you guys and hanging out and having good conversations.
Well, you keep us updated on your season, okay?
Most definitely. Thank you.
We'll see you when you get into Vegas. Give us a call, okay? And we'll see you out there because we've got a bunch of remotes and everything all scheduled to be out there. So hopefully that night that you come back into town, we'll be out there and we'll get together man, and we'll talk about redneck fries and see how your racing season's going. Okay, buddy?
Okay, sounds good. Y'all take care now.
Thanks, Jay Beasley joining us, man. He's a class act, and he Scott. He really is, man.
Absolutely. I haven't had the pleasure to meet him in person here, but yeah, very well spoken. I like hearing that from our young racers.
It's just a great thing, man.
Let me ask you this, Scott. You've been doing a lot with the Monster Jam. Did you do some stuff with the Monster Jam?
I do some stuff. I have some friends that drive for Monster Jam, and
in fact, you got my favorite out there is Nicole Johnson. She drives a Scooby.
Absolutely sweetheart.
I saw a picture of her that she actually flipped.
Yep.
I mean, how do you flip a truck like that?
It was actually, ironically, the backflip that she did was here at the World Finals about a month ago. It was her first backflip ever, and she pulled it off in the World Finals. How awesome is that?
It was awesome. The picture I saw, I did it. My mouth went, huh?
Yeah, landed it beautifully. Yeah, it was not one of those almost backflips. She nailed it. And she's an absolute sweetheart. I know she was out in Moab this last week for Eastern Deep Safari.
And next time, when she gets back into town, let me know. And then, because I really want to have her on the show.
Yeah, I'll put a call out for you.
Yeah, because... And I love her. I love her monster truck. It's Scooby Doo. I mean, who can not like it?
Scooby-Doo. Absolutely.
I mean, and
you meddling kids, you.
She's very talented.
Very talented. I've known her for she was a talented rock crawler. You actually will see her run around here in Vegas. She's got a V8 Jeep that she runs around in here around sometimes. So, but yeah, she's a good person.
So what else have you been up to?
A lot of everything. We've had a couple setbacks on our stuff, but we're getting that figured out. We're moving to our next step, getting ready to launch our new site here. With some of the things that we need to put out there to help our racers. As you guys know, my Motorsports Alliance and my main goal is I want to help racers. I want to find a way to bring, we've got so many companies and so many resources within the motorsports community. I want to find a way to tap into all of that. Right. And right now there just isn't. And that's really what we're all about. As I mentioned, we're looking for someone to come, help, maybe put some volunteer time in to help get us, get some of our internet, our website stuff, finalized. But yeah, that's our main goal there. I've been doing a lot of work with Gene Woods Racing. I've been helping doing some of their marketing for them, and I'm one of those guys. I just can't sleep.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Now, have you heard that Alan and Sergio, our other sports reporter that's on the show, he's off today because I think it's his birthday tomorrow.
Yeah, his birthday coming up.
So we let him go out and have some birthday time.
Occasionally, I let him do that.
There's been a challenge for them to have challenged each other. Right. Have you heard that?
I was not aware, but
they're going to go out to the Southern Nevada Karting Championship out at the track.
Nice.
And they're going to get in one of those the go-karts. Right?
Well, there's going to be two of them. You're not going to put both of us in it.
But they're going to go 10 laps.
I think they should put both of them in the same cart. That just sounds like fun.
They would. But they're going to go 10 laps.
Nice.
And Tim Reichert has put this together, and he's taken donations and pledges and stuff. And as of Monday night's show,
it's a Monday night show. Just about $2,000 have been raised, and what we're going to do, this is a winner-take-all 10-lap shootout. Okay, and we are going to donate. We have both agreed that the money will go to the Speedway Children's Charity Fund is where we're going to put this out, okay? So we're going to be out there June 28th.
So you'll have to come out here and yes. And watch Alan and Sergio.
We're gonna
Do
put him
get
in the
out
wall.
on the track.
Absolutely.
He's
yeah,
going to the
maybe
wall.
I'll have to see if I can get some of my racing guys out there.
Yes, that would
Gene's-
be awesome.
Gene's put up the fire suits and a helmet,
Yes.
so we're going to get that, and we're going to go out there. And he was in here rattling his jaw.
Well, he
and-
said he wants to get a team to go out to.
I'm not talking about Gene. I'm talking about Sergio.
Oh, Sergio. Oh.
Sergio's running his jaw here one day, and I said, "You want to run your jaw?" I said, "Put your money where your mouth is." And I said, "Come on, let's go racing, okay?"
Nice.
And then Tim Reichert was in here and said, "You know what? We got a facility out here, so we're going to take it out there at the big track up underneath the lights. It's a big open competition. They'll have over 100 go-kart racers out there that day."
That'll be good.
And so I said, "You want to go for it?" And he says, "Go for it." And I said, "Yeah." I said, "I'm publicly calling you out right now. I'm challenging you to a go-kart race, and let's see if we can't raise some money. This is all going for charity." And he said, "Okay." And I said, "You pick a charity." Then we sit and we talked on the break, and he said, "You know, what's a good event?" And I said, "You know what? Let's talk to Paulette Anderson over at the Speedway Children's Charity." And I said, "You know what? She's got over 50, 60 different organizations that are tied up into this thing." And I said, "It's a winner take all." So within the first 90 minutes. We had $600 already pledged, and we get into Monday night's show, and I've heard the figure's up to about $2,000 right now.
Nice.
And before the end of the time, we're going to give it. In fact, we'll post it up on our website where you can donate money to, and get a hold of Tim Reichert, and send. He's got a PayPal all set up, or that, or you can make a check out, or whatever you want, and then of course come out and enjoy go-kart racing on the 28th. It's going to be a full day open competition, over 100 go-karts out there, and different events, different classes, and then when the sun cools down, and the lights come up. Sergio and I are going to go 10 laps, winner take all.
That'll be fun. Yeah, I almost want to get out there and race you too.
No, you pros are out there. So you've been doing a lot.
Yeah,
with,
this is amateur night.
Yeah, it is. It's definitely amateur night.
Have you seen me drive? I don't know. I've got good days, but I do have bad ones.
And of course, Gene gets on the show Monday night. And he wants to put. I said, Gene, you're a 3-time national champion. I said, what are you going to do? Give me 3 laps head start, because I know what would happen before that. So he just told me to keep it off the wall. Then after we got it all started, we've got Carters out here, and now we have team captains. All right.
Nice.
So
and they're young men.
Yeah, well, these guys are the ones that are driving the 100-mile an hour. Well, the ones that they're going to stick us in, Tim says they'll run about 60, 70 miles an hour, okay? So
yeah, that's probably a little more my speed. I'm getting to the point where 100 mile an hour on a go-kart.
I don't know.
It's
I don't
better
even know if
I have a
I'm going to be able to
cage.
watch.
You know.
Yeah, if I got a cage around me, full tilt, I'm good.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah. Well,
I like a cage.
well, I'm just telling you right now what Sergio's going to do. I'm going to Earnhardt him. I'm going to rattle his cage. I'm going to rattle it. And I know he's home with his family today, and he's out there listening out there. Now, you're listening to me, Sergio Quintero, Clubhouse Sports Radio talk show host. You're listening to it. Alan Michaels is telling you here publicly, I'm going to rattle your cage that night, so you best bring your best game on, okay? So, you know what? Scott's going to hang tight with us a little bit, man. All right, let's do a quick break here. Let's pay some bills and take care of sponsors. And when we come back, everybody wanted to know about the Spring Cup girls. They're off today. Okay,
Yes, they're off.
They're off.
They're with their families.
They actually offered to call in today and give a report. And I said we told them, I said, well, NASCAR's off. You're not at a track this week, so enjoy the weekend, your Easter weekend with your family and friends. But they'll be back with us next week. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a quick break here, and we'll do that. We'll pay some bills and get things all rocking and rolling. And the show's going to continue on right here at VegasAllNetRadio.com. You got it with Alan Michaels, Diane Fox, Scott Johnson from the Motorsports Alliance. Still to come when we get to the second half of this program. Scott, it's Lady Power, man. The 16-year-old phenom Kaylee Barker's going to be joining us live in studio.
Nice.
Yes, and then we're going to Langley, Virginia, and we're going to be talking to a young lady over there too. So it's Girl Power coming up second half. Stick
I'm all
with
about
it.
girl power. So
There you go.
Do you, like many Americans, have credit problems? You can't secure a loan, get an apartment, or a car? Getting turned down because of bad credit? Would you like to get your credit problems fixed? Let Vivex Credit Solutions work for you. They can help you fix and repair bankruptcy, foreclosures, short sales, late payments, repossessions, tax liens, debt settlement, and identity theft, plus much, much more. They are licensed credit experts, and they're available to discuss your credit challenges in person, via the phone, or email. Vivex Credit Solutions is located at 7795 West Sahara Avenue, Suite 101, here in Las Vegas. Call them today at 702-434-4600 702-434-4410. That's 702-434-4410. Email them and get support at vivexcreditsolutions.com. They're on the web at vivexcreditsolutions.com. Get your credit problems and challenges fixed today at Vivex Credit Solutions.
The Cardboard Cat, located at 4300 Pecos in North Las Vegas. We give used boxes another life. We reuse them for people that need to move. We also recycle old and torn cardboard right here at our warehouse. If you have cardboard and need to get rid of it, call Mark at the Cardboard Cat. His phone number is 702-834-1218. 702-834-1218. The Cardboard Cat, a proud sponsor of On Pit Road Racing. Welcome to LasVegasZeroDown.com. Save thousands on your next home purchase. Buy your dream home today with zero money down, zero closing cost, and receive up to $2,000 tax credit. And you don't even need to have perfect credit. Do you need more information? Give them a call today at 702-480-2496. That number again is 702-480-2496. Or you can fill out the form online today. They're open 7 days a week. Welcome to LasVegasZeroDown.com.
Come blow the doors off your competition with up to 20 laps of rubber-burning mayhem. Race up to 45 miles an hour and feel the adrenaline. Line up and wait for the green. You don't race against some clock. You race to win. Go 5 wide on the track inspired by racing legend Gene Woods in our European-built 212cc Bowman Aero karts on Las Vegas's only longest outdoor bank track with jets flying only hundreds of feet above your head and the best view of the strip anywhere. You don't race in some old warehouse surrounded by concrete walls, fresh air, and under the stars. Your experience here will be one to remember. And on your birthday, members ride free. It's not just go-karts, it's a true racing experience. We're open 7 days a week, Monday through Friday, 2 to 10, Saturday and Sunday, noon till 10. And we are located at 121 East Sunset Road across from McCarran Airport at the Sports Center. Once you race here, you won't go anywhere else.
Now, let's return to On Pit Road Racing. Here again, Alan Michaels.
We are back in Las Vegas on Pit Road Racing, man. We're just about through that first hour right here. And, of course, myself, the First Lady of On Pit Road Racing, Diane Fox, has joined us. Scott Johnson from Motorsports Alliance is in studio. And before I get to the next in-studio guest, I want to go to the Taste Fire hotlines. I want to go out to Langley, Virginia out there. My good friend Tom Lightfoot's out there from Zach Lightfoot Motorsports. Good afternoon, Tom.
This is Zach.
Zach, how you doing, buddy?
Hey, Zach.
I'm doing fine. How are you?
We're doing great.
You're doing great. Hey, buddy, how did you like Martinsville, Virginia?
I loved it. I met Rick Hendrick, and I want to thank you guys so much for giving me tickets and pit passes to Martinsville.
Oh, man, you are most certainly welcome, young man, and I am so glad. I know there was a little hiccup there at the beginning of the morning, but, Diane, we got up out of bed, and when your dad gave us a call, and we made a couple of calls and got a hold of Clay Campbell himself, the president of the organization. And you know what? I want to tell everybody right now how much this show is not ESPN. We are not Fox. We are not MRN. We are not PRN. We are just, we're trying to do the best thing that we could. But when you get a president of a motor speedway that will answer the telephone and make things right, that is kudos and happening. I am so glad that you had a good time. And you got to meet Rick Hendrick yourself, didn't you, buddy?
Yes, sir. I took a picture with him, and I also want to say something else.
Okay, go ahead.
You and Miss Diane are awesome.
Oh,
thank you so much.
Hey, buddy,
he's going to have me in tears in about 2 seconds.
We're heading your way. Coming up, We're going to be flying out May 8th, 9th, and we're going to be joining you at the legendary Langley Speedway, right, buddy?
Yes, sir. I cannot wait.
Oh,
I can't
man,
wait either. It's going to be. We're going to have a good time.
Be my guest.
Thank you. I'm going to. Will you sit down and have some redneck fries with me?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
There you go. Is your dad there?
Yes, sir. He is.
Can I speak to him real quick?
Hey, Alan. Hey, First Lady. How you guys doing?
There he is.
Good.
There
How
is
are
the
you?
man, Tom Lightfoot, right there from Zach Light Motorsports and the Smithville Family Automotive Group. How you doing today, sir?
I'm doing great, guys. I just want to echo what what the number 7 driver just told you guys. For those of you that are out there listening nationwide, first class operation. What a treat you guys were to get us those tickets, and just really give us a first-rate chance to go out. And Zach experienced his very first NASCAR race there in Martinsville. And I echo what you said, Alan. And what a true professional in Clay there at Martinsville Speedway in the middle of a race day with a million things going on. For him to answer the call and really put some things together, it was just, I mean, a memorable day is just that's an understatement.
Oh, we had a great time, and we're so glad. And, you know, you gave me a shout earlier that morning, and I could hear Zach in the background, and I said, told Diane, I said, we can't let this young man down. And, buddy, we both started dialing phones as quick as lightning. And, you know, Tracy got back in touch with us, the PR rep at Martinsville. Clay Campbell called us back and said, get those people over there. And even ended up, because we only asked for 2 pit passes, and ended up the whole family got to go, right?
Exactly. And you know, I was going to say that, you know, what looked to be an absolute bleak situation, but, you know, we were willing to kind of concede that, you know what, maybe things just happen for a reason. We'll just move on with what we're doing. And the next thing I know, you and the First Lady were on the phone, and I got to tell you, you took a frown and turned it upside down, because within about 15 or 20 minutes, we had golf carts all around us, scooping us up, taking us over to the media center. Instead of 2 passes, we look up and they said, here's 2 more. We don't do things like this, and we're so glad to have you guys here. So again, can't say enough. We're down here in right outside of Charlotte, Carolina for the weekend. We're going to be doing a little bit of bando testing on Monday with the Racing for Hope Smithfield Family Automotive Race Team, and so we're just kind of taking a break and relaxing here in a condo that we've got for the weekend, and just wanted to call in. I know you guys got a busy schedule, but we just wanted to call in and say, you know, to say we love you guys is an understatement. We cannot be happier. The Smithfield Family Automotive Racing Team can't be happier to have partnered with on pit road racing, grassroots from the beginning. I remember back when you had 30 likes on Facebook, and my gosh, First Lady, what a job you've done in social media arena. Wow.
It takes, but I mean, it's not just me. It takes all of our guests and everybody that works here at On Pit Road Racing.
It is. Tom, you know, we've got everything pretty much set, ready to go. We've got some PR stuff we're going to ship off to you, and if you wouldn't mind, on Monday or so, just ship us an email. We need to get a current email with you. Everything's pretty much ready to go, and of course, we are packing this show up. We are ready to come to Langley, Virginia. We will be there for all the pre-race festivities. Everything else is going along, and the station group here is really starting to put the move and the marketing and the promotion to let everybody know about the Racing for Hope Foundation. And, you know, we're going to give away that guitar. And it's going to be a great time, and we are just so looking forward to come there raising money for children's cancer awareness, sir.
And we really appreciate, you know, with the Racing for Hope partnering with us, as well as the Autism Speaks, just trying to bring 2 great organizations that really target some of the challenges that our young folks have out there, and these children that have out there that some people may not even know exist. So to bring the largest internet NASCAR radio station and bring it out to one of the oldest short tracks in the nation. I mean, what a great marriage. I'm going to turn it back over to Zach. He just wants to sign off with you guys real quick, but he loves you guys to death, and he's been sitting here wanting to call in. And again, I hope we didn't interrupt the flow of the message, but I'm going to pass it over to Zach. You guys have a great day, okay?
Thank you, Tom. We'll see you coming up in May, buddy. Jack, you there?
Yes, sir, I am. I wish everyone at On Pit Road Racing a happy Easter, and God bless you guys.
God bless you guys, too.
He's something else. And, buddy, you have a good test. Keep her safe out there, and always keep that pedal to the metal, and we'll see you coming up. Man, the time is rolling. We're going to be in Langley in just a couple of weeks, buddy, and we're going to sit down and have some redneck fries. And you going to let me take a ride on that go-kart of yours?
Yes, sir.
All right, buddy.
And I love you guys.
We love you too, man. Zach Light. But thanks, buddy. We'll see you real soon, okay?
God bless you guys.
God bless you too, my friend. He's a great kid, ain't he? Right there. I'm telling you something else. We want to thank him for calling in. We're going to take a quick break here. When we get back, man, we have got female power.
Yes.
I might as well
just
I might as well just step aside because I know I'm going to get outweighed on this one. And so we're going to take a quick break. We're going to do it right here, looking right on a Saturday afternoon on Pit Road Racing, live from Las Vegas, the biggest all-net radio, proud member of the Lotus Broadcasting. When we come back, 16-year-old phenom Kaylee Marker joins us live on Pit Road Racing. Buddy, this little lady, you better watch out because you could get passed by Daddy's little girl.
Do you, like many Americans, have credit problems? You can't secure a loan? get an apartment or a car, getting turned down because of bad credit? Would you like to get your credit problems fixed? Let Vivex Credit Solutions work for you. They can help you fix and repair bankruptcy, foreclosures, short sales, late payments, repossessions, tax liens, debt settlement, and identity theft, plus much, much more. They are licensed credit experts, and they're available to discuss your credit challenges in person, via the phone, or email. Vivex Credit Solutions is located at 7795 West Sahara Avenue, Suite 101, here in Las Vegas. Call them today at 702-434-4410. That's 702-434-4410. Email them and get support at support@vivexcreditsolutions.com. They're on the web at vivexcreditsolutions.com. Get your credit problems and challenges fixed today at Vivex Credit Solutions. Welcome to LasVegasZeroDown.com. Save thousands on your next home purchase. Buy your dream home today with zero money down, zero closing cost, and receive up to $2,000 tax credit. And you don't even need to have perfect credit. Do you need more information? Give them a call today at 702-480-2496. That number again is 702-480-2496. Or you can fill out the form online today. They're open 7 days a week. Welcome to LasVegasZeroDown.com.
Come blow the doors off your competition with up to 20 laps of rubber-burning mayhem. Race up to 45 miles an hour and feel the adrenaline. Line up and wait for the green. You don't race against some clock. You race to win. Go 5 wide on the track inspired by racing legend Gene Woods in our European-built 212cc Bowman Aero karts on Las Vegas's only longest outdoor bank track with jets flying only hundreds of feet above your head and the best view of the strip anywhere. You don't race in some old warehouse surrounded by concrete walls, fresh air, and under the stars. Your experience here will be one to remember. And on your birthday, members ride free. It's not just go-karts, it's a true racing experience. We're open 7 days a week, Monday through Friday, 2 to 10, Saturday and Sunday, noon till 10. And we are located at 121 East Sunset Road across from McCarran Airport at the Sports Center. Once you race here, you won't go anywhere else.
We are back live. We have turned the top of the hour halfway through. The cross flags are in the air. That means we've got one full hour to go. Yours truly, Alan Michaels, back here in Las Vegas. First Lady of On Pit Road Racing, Diane Fox, along with Scott Johnson, our good friend from Motorsports Alliance, is all in studio. We want to thank Tom and Zach Lightfoot, Jay Beasley in that first hour. This little lady last year, man, she didn't even have a driver's license. And I watched her wheel a machine around the bull ring last year. She was the 2013, 2014 track champion in her division. She stepped it up. She spanked the guys last year, Scott. She spanked them. I'm calling it as I see it. I don't pull any punches, man.
It's fun to see.
It was to watch her win that division out there. And this year she has teamed up. She's on her way to the top division here at the Bull Ring, and she just turned 16. Now, did you get a driver's license yet?
Yes.
You've got a driver's license. She can drive. She can drive actually on the highways and byways of here in Las Vegas and across the country. Special guest in studio along with her dad, Ron Barker. Good afternoon, Miss Kaylee Barker. How you doing today, girl?
Good. How are you?
Oh, I'm doing just fantastic. And you are just taking. I've seen you on television. You are just making your ways around.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
You've done some really good interviews. We saw your interview on Channel 3?
Channel 3.
Channel 3. Okay, I was going to say 5, but haven't you done a Channel 5?
I think so. Or Channel 8. I did a Star of Tomorrow.
Yeah.
That last interview you did was awesome.
Thank you.
It was. So how's things now? You jumped from the Pro Stock division up to super late models, right?
Yes, but I ran the super late last year, so a whole new car this year, so it's very different.
Yeah, we saw you on opening night, and what a beautiful ride that you got. That's a brand new car too, isn't it?
Yes, thank you.
Yeah. So how's things going so far?
Pretty good. We're running third in points right now.
There you go. Your dad, Ron Barker's joining us, and you've been around this business a while too, right?
Yeah, in and out of the racetrack for several years.
Yeah. And you know what? I was totally amazed when I've seen these television interviews. She she is dedicated. She is there. I mean, they are asking her every question. You got this, you got that. And she's home, and this girl's spending time in the garage. She's doing it all, right?
Yeah, especially this past week while she's been on spring break.
Yeah.
She's been working 12 to 14 hours at the shop.
Really?
Wow.
Pulling engines out of tour cars and everything.
Really? Yeah. There you go. So you had a great. We watched you out at the Bull Ring. We've been out once this year. Our schedule, and we got some more dates to come back to the Bull Ring. So how's things going so far for you? I mean, you've concentrated from the pro stock last year, and you were doing some double duty. Now you're just strictly super late models, right?
Yes.
So how's things going?
Pretty good. I qualified third both races, and then last week we had a double main, got second in the second one, and then sixth in the first one.
And you're battling Scott Gaffarini, buddy.
Yeah.
He's tough, isn't he?
Yeah.
I think she can take him.
You're going to get him before the year's over with. I think so too.
I would put my money on her.
Now Scott's got a car. What is 16, 17 years old?
17.
Right? 17, and he's still continues. Now I heard Scott's got a new ride that he's getting ready to bring out too, huh?
Yes. But I don't think it's coming out next race. I heard that it wasn't.
Not yet. It's not ready to go.
Yeah, they're still working on it. It's actually the same chassis that we have.
Really? So, I just wonder this. I mean, he's had such great success with this car over the years. I guess it's time to build a new car, right?
Yeah. After Jay Beasley last year pretty much ran away with everything, it pretty much put the writing on the wall that everybody had to up their game if they wanted to keep up. Such as we did. We got a new chassis, but ours is a Dana Stahl built Howe chassis, which there's only a few in Vegas that have that, and so Scott's getting a new Howe chassis. Pretty much almost getting. He's probably a little more than halfway done with it, and it'll be out probably before the summer's here.
Now you and Jay have something together. Who's crew chiefing for you this year?
Dana Stahl.
Yeah. The Gator.
Yes.
The Gator, right? Am I right?
Jimmy Parker.
And Jimmy Parker's along with you too there. So Jay took it. We just spoke to Jay earlier. He's in Charlotte, and he's getting. He says he just loves it down there. He's having a great time. Of course, he's off to Richmond now. What's Gator bringing to the table with you? Because he wheeled Jay to a track championship. Now he's working with you. So what are you learning from Gator?
Everything. Like this past week, my spring break, so I spent every hour at the shop, and it was mostly me, him, Greg, and Joe, and me and Jimmy pulled a few motors out together,
right,
and put a couple in. So I learned a lot from him.
So what has been the big challenge so far this year?
Probably adjusting to the new car.
Right, and just a whole new setup, a whole new everything.
Yes.
So the car you ran last year, was that your all's car last year that you ran in the super late models too?
No. Last year's car, Stan Mullis had a new car built for him the year before by Dana Stahl.
Okay.
So we rented his old car, which at least a 15, 16-year-old car.
Right.
We rented that. He made us a deal. He wanted to get her on the track to get some laps in. And so we rented the car and ran pretty good with it.
Well, you did. You have it.
Which gave us enough go-ahead to get a new car built.
So are you just strictly going to go? Are you guys traveling around this year? Or are you going to strictly stay here in Las Vegas? Or are you planning on making some trips around the racing world?
Currently, our goal is just to focus on Vegas right now. We always joke we get enough backing behind us, we'll go anywhere we can. But right now, the main focus is her to learn this new car here in town.
Right. Possibly go for a shot at. Of course, I think you're going to get a win, but you're going to get a win before it's all over with. I'm not going to say you're going to get a win before it's all over with. But is focus now just to get her settled into the car? I mean, everybody wants a championship, I know that. Everybody wants a championship, but have you got that? Is that in your mind, or are you just focused in getting seat time and learning the new car and get a couple of wins up underneath you? What's focus for Kaylee Barker?
Well, last year I wanted a top 10 and we got 6. So now that I missed 5th by a few points, so our goal this year is top 5. Well, that's my end anyways.
Right.
I think everyone else wants like a championship or a top 3, but I'm not going to go that far with myself yet.
Okay. Well, she's grounded and she's realistic. Go ahead, Diane. Talk to her.
What do your friends think about you racing?
They're used to it by now.
So, do they think it's pretty cool?
Yeah.
Do they ever come out and watch you?
My best friend does. She usually comes to almost every race.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool.
What about the guys? This has always been a good old boy sport, and last year.
Do they give you a hard time?
Well, there's this one kid that races dirt cars back in Tennessee and during the summer, so he tries to give me a hard time. but then it's all right.
That's all right.
Yeah, just blow it off, right?
Yeah.
You just-
Just like it says on the back of the bumper, on the back of the spoiler, you better watch out because you could get passed by Daddy's little girl. You know.
right.
So, Ron, I mean, what is your whole outtake on this whole thing? I mean, she's becoming. I mean, she's across the internet. Television's grabbing a hold of her. Everybody's wanting a piece of her time. So, I mean, as her father, what do you really think about all of this?
Oh, as her father, we're just having a blast. I mean, there's parents that are Little League parents. They go play baseball, softball, basketball, volleyball, whatever. Ours is racing, and that's been a passion of hers and ours forever. So we're just having a blast, and we're taking it as we get it and keep digging,
Now, have you raced?
Oh, yeah. I raced when I could throughout the years, and when I couldn't race myself financially, then I was always out helping people out there at the track. So I always had my hand. I had to keep my hands dirty,
So she
and learn.
saw you race, and
Oh yeah.
And that's where it came from.
Yeah, we actually joked. Our sponsors bought that Camaro that we ran the street stock with. They bought it, and I ran it for the first year and a half or so. And we joked because I put Crazy Bug's dad on the name. I didn't even put my name because I knew all I had to do was pull the dad off when she was ready to get in the car.
There you go. So, are you fully retired now? I mean, you're just crew chiefing and advising her and working with her. Or do you still got the bug to get behind it?
Oh, always. You never lose it. And I always joke I'm going to get back in the car at some point. But right now we're just focused on her. And I always joke when she says she's got a hangnail or she's got a sore elbow or shoulder. I said, oh, good, substitute driver's coming in.
Watch out.
But she's quick to remind me, no, that's my car.
That's my car.
Now, Kaylee, you do some volunteer work with Project 150.
Yes, and the Labrador Rescue.
Yes, because I am on that Facebook page. Tell us a little bit about Project 150.
Well, they're here in Las Vegas and many of the high schools, just helping the homeless teens to get on their feet, the homeless in high schools, and they have like little type closet things in the high schools that provide food, toiletries, and anything they may need. And they have teen shopping days so that teens can come and shop for whatever they may need.
So, how do you help them?
I put my time in. Like, we usually go to the warehouse and organize stuff, or then we go to the teen shopping days, and then their logos on my car, and then once I get in Victory Lane, I'll talk about them.
Cool. That's cool.
That's great.
And the Labrador Rescue.
Yes, we foster the dogs.
You guys actually foster the dogs?
Yes, and we ended up adopting one.
Did you?
Yeah.
We have a 10-year-old, 105-pound black lab.
Oh yeah.
And he's our buddy, and I'm always seeing the different dogs that they have on their site. A couple of them have really touched me. It's like, oh gosh.
We're getting another one tomorrow to foster.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, that is so cool. So you adopted one, and what was his name?
Oh, her name's Cupid.
Oh, Cupid.
Oh, there. Black, white, tan?
Yellow.
Oh, it's a yellow lab. Yeah.
Ours is Cody. He's
something else.
And in fact, he's a Valentine baby. He was born on Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
But so he just turned 10.
Came from Grandfather Mountain, North Carolina, is where he came. And he actually flew out here.
Yeah.
I mean, we put him on a plane. My goodness gracious, it cost us more to fly that dog out here than it did for both of us to jump on a plane. I mean, it was unbelievable.
But he's getting gray. He's getting the gray chin and the right, But he looks like an old man now, but he's my buddy, and
Yeah, she loves her to death.
The only thing he can't do now is, because he's getting old and he's, is he can't jump on the bed anymore.
Yeah,
which
we used to call it when we go home. We could always tell when they had party on the bed.
Party on the bed.
Party on the bed, because the bed would be made up, and you get home, and all the blankets and sheets and the pillows would be all piled in the middle. So it was party on the bed.
He can't jump anymore. So I will keep the Labrador Rescue, close to my heart, because. We've got a few good years left with Cody, but we know that the inevitable is going to come.
Yes,
we're actually going to Langley, Virginia. You want to babysit?
Sure. We're actually looking for somebody to watch Cody. So.
Yeah, there you go. So you guys got a few minutes here. I got to pay a bill or two.
They're here.
They're here with us.
Here.
All right. Well, let's pay a bill And Scott's with us, and I want you to throw in a little bit here and ask the lady a little something, and we'll do that. So let's do that. And we still got girl power. Elysia Potter is going to be joining us from Langley, Virginia, correct?
Yes, Elysia.
Elysia is coming up with us, so we'll be talking with her. So let's pay our bill. Let's do what we got to do here. And Kaylee Barker, her dad Ron, is in the studio with us. Elysia Potter will be joining us via the Taste Fire hotline. Scott Johnson from Motorsports Alliance. Yours truly, Diane Fox. It's a whole packed house today. NASCAR's off this weekend, so we just talking to some good old people that love to do racing with us. That's right. What we're going to do. We'll be back right after we take care of this, everybody. The Cardboard Cat, located at 4300 Pecos in North Las Vegas. We give used boxes another life. We reuse them for people that need to move. We also recycle old and torn cardboard right here at our warehouse. If you have cardboard and need to get rid of it, call Mark at the Cardboard Cat. His phone number is 702-834-1218. 702-834-1218. The Cardboard Cat, a proud sponsor of On Pit.
We're blowing it out at Gene Woods Racing Experience, Las Vegas' newest premier outdoor adrenaline-powered gasoline go-karting track with speeds in excess of 45 miles per hour if you've got the balls. We've got 2-for-1 Tuesdays, buy one and your friend rides free. We've got $5 off coupons, and remember, on your birthday, members ride free. And they get a free Gene Woods Racing Experience t-shirt, open Monday through Friday, 4 p.m. till 11. Saturday and Sunday, noon till 11. And we're located at 121 East Sunset Road in Las Vegas Boulevard at the Sports Center across from McCarran Airport. Come blow the doors off your competition at Gene Woods Racing Experience. Once you race here, you won't go anywhere else. Be there, be there, be there, be there.
Do you, like many Americans, have credit problems? You can't secure a loan? Get an apartment or a car? Getting turned down because of bad credit? Would you like to get your credit problems fixed? Let Vivex Credit Solutions work for you. They can help you fix and repair bankruptcy, foreclosures, short sales, late payments, repossessions, tax liens, debt settlement, and identity theft, plus much, much more. They are licensed credit experts, and they're available to discuss your credit challenges in person, via the phone or email. Vivex Credit Solutions is located at 7795 West Sahara Avenue, Suite 101, here in Las Vegas. Call them today at 702-434-4410. That's 702-434-4410. Email them and get support at vivexcreditsolutions.com. They're on the web at vivexcreditsolutions.com. Get your credit problems and challenges fixed today at Vivex Credit Solutions.
Hi, this is Sergio Quintero from Clubhouse Sports Radio. You're listening to On Pit Road Racing right here on VegasAllNetRadio.com.
We're having a party. Everybody's singing.
I'm Paige.
And I'm Adele.
And we are
The Pool Party,
a soiree of madness. Tune in every Tuesday night, 7 to 8 p.m. Pacific Time on Vegas All Net Radio.
Are you going to let me say anything at all, or do I just sit here?
Well, go ahead.
Okay, well, the show's going to be really fun.
That's
it's going to be about...
You never know who's going to jump in the pool.
Bathing suits not required.
Hello, race fans. Alan Michaels here from On Pit Road Racing. Join me and three-time national champion Gene Woods each and every Monday night for On Pit Road Racing, the wrap-up show, right here on VegasAllNetRadio.com. Gene and I will have the weekend wrap-up. That's right. From asphalt to dirt, we'll get you caught up on all the flag-to-flag action. On Pit Road Racing, the wrap-up show, Monday, 6 to 7 p.m. on VegasAllNetRadio.com. On Pit Road Racing, the wrap-up show is brought to you by the Gene Woods Racing Experience. Those are my good buddies, April 1. Good, great Canadian rock and roll band just rolling here at VegasAllNetRadio.com. Part of the Lotus Broadcasting family. We're live in Las Vegas, everybody. Doing it right with Diane Fox in the studios. Scott Johnson from Motorsports Alliance. Kaylee Barker and her dad Ron have joined us in the studio. We're getting ready to go to the Taste Bar Hotline. We're going to race around the country one time. We're going out to Langley, Virginia. And speaking of it, you know, we want to, again, let everybody know this show is getting ready to pack it up. The spring and summer tour events are coming up. And while I do that, let me grab this paper here real quick, and let you know that, of course, May 10th, we're going to be in the legendary Langley Speedway for the Racing for Hope Foundation benefit. Coming up on May 17th, we're back at the Bull Ring because the Lucas Oil Modified Series is going to be out there, so we're going to be doing the show live from the Bull Ring. Back out there on June 24th for the Chris Trickle Memorial. It's a Father's Day weekend. Come on out there and do that. On June 28th, it's Open Comp Night for the Southern Nevada Karting Championships. We're going to be there, and, of course, the big payoff race against me, Sergio Quintero. And from what we have gathered so far, just about $2,000 have been raised, and we are going to donate this money to the Speedway Children's Charity, winner take all. And I am going to rattle Sergio's cage, man. I am putting what they call the Earnhardt move on him.
I just hope you don't get hurt.
No, we've got life insurance, so we'll be all right.
The wall.
Yeah, there you go. In the wall. That's it. He's going to the wall. That's just all there is to it. I told Tim, I said, you better reinforce those things. Go get the safety wall stuff because he's going to take a spin. I guarantee it. Win, lose, or draw, he's going to take a spin. I'm going to give him a dose of racing. You know what I mean? Absolutely. Coming up September 27th, we're going to be back at the big super speedway as the NASCAR Camping World Truck Series comes to town. And then we're looking forward to this, October 11th through the 12th, Red Bull Air Racing.
That will be fun.
Have you ever seen this before?
Oh, yes.
Have you ever seen?
Oh, yeah. It's a ball.
Ron, have you ever seen this at all?
Just on TV.
Just on TV. Kaylee, how about you?
Just on TV.
Just on TV. Okay. Well,
I don't even think I've seen it on TV.
I haven't seen it yet.
I don't understand it, so which is fine. I'm not going to understand it till I actually go out there, and that way I can experience it.
Is it true that they fly? I mean, they're actually set a track around the speedway, right?
Exactly. They'll have pylons at each end of the speedway. They'll be going full tilt boogie around those pylons. Plus, there's different. They have different styles of pylons. So there's a section where they're doing their slalom. They're doing.
Right.
They've got to do certain cuts, and they have to have the plane in a certain attitude coming through certain pylons.
Wow.
Do you actually know any of the drivers? Well, you don't call them drivers. You call them, what do you call them? Flyers?
Drivers is fine.
Drivers?
They're pilots, but
okay.
Yes, actually, I do have some friends in that field. So as it gets closer, I will work on maybe we can get some of those guys to come into your show.
Oh yeah, we'd love to because we're going to broadcast live from there. If I'm looking
October
at the calendar,
11th,
the 11th. I think it's Saturday and Sunday, so we'll be out there on October 11th. October 11th on a Saturday.
Great.
So we'll go out there and do that. And, of course, we want to remind you, if your business out there would like to have On Pit Road Racing at it, we will travel, we will roll, and all you need to do is contact us two ways, via our email at onpitroadracing@gmail.com, or you could drop us a line on the telephone Monday through Friday, business hours, please, folks, at 702-743-7052, and, of course, all the information is posted at. Kaylee Barker's joined us live. Let's go to the Taste Bar Hotline. And speaking of Langley, Virginia, she's a young racer. Diane, why don't you introduce this young lady that you got right here?
Yes, we have Elysia Potter. She is a bando driver. Good afternoon. Well, I guess it's good evening for you, Elysia.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you today?
I'm fine.
And you're 11 years old?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Can you tell us a little bit about how you got into racing?
Well, I've always drove my quad in the backyard, and I think that's pretty much how I got into racing. I just love the speed of the quad.
Cool. And what are you driving now?
Bandoleros and go-karts.
Bandoliers and go-karts.
Well, there you go. No, wait. And Elysia, you also do something else that I noticed that looking at your promo and stuff, you're a singer too, aren't you?
Yes, sir.
And you also sing the national anthem at Langley Speedway too?
Yes.
Wow. And are you going to be out there? Are you know the show is coming live, so you're going to be there coming in May. You'll be out there running with us, won't you?
Yes, sir.
Oh, we're looking forward to meet you. Are you going to be singing the national anthem?
They won't allow me when I race.
Oh, I get it. So if you're racing, and if you're not racing, then you get to sing the national anthem, right?
Yes.
And what else do you like to do? I saw something about, did you like to design and sew and make clothes too, huh?
Yes, sir.
Wow.
So how's your season going?
It's doing fine. I had some carburetor problems with my banjo, but I think it's all right now.
Cool.
And you know, in studio here is we've got track champion from the Pro Stock division, and she's moved up into the super late models. You want to say hi to Kaylee Barker?
Hi.
Hi.
It's girl power right here.
Yes.
I might as well just shut up, you know?
Elysia, do you have any questions for Kaylee?
Yes. How fast do you go in the super late model?
At our track, it's probably around 115, 120 at the end of the straightaway.
Wow.
Are you wanting to get in a car like that, Elysia, sometime?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Your number is your number 24?
Yes, it's because of my birthday.
Oh, because of your okay. Okay. I was thinking it was because of Jeff Gordon. So, do you like to watch NASCAR?
Yes.
And who is your driver?
Danica Patrick.
Danica Patrick. Okay. And you also you have a brother, Dalton, right?
Yes, ma'am.
And he races Champ Karts?
Yes.
Okay. Who's his favorite NASCAR driver?
I'm not really sure.
What number does he have on his cart?
13.
13, okay.
I got to ask you something, Elysia. Have you had redneck fries yet?
Yes.
Are they really good?
Yes, sir.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, and I think the reason she's had redneck fries is because doesn't a family member of yours make those at the Langley Speedway?
Yes, ma'am. Uncle Skippy.
Uncle Skippy,
oh,
yes.
My goodness gracious. Well, tell Uncle Skippy... tell Uncle Skippy that we're ready for a big plateful of redneck fries when we get there. Now, Elysia, tell me what is in redneck fries?
Fries, of course, and I believe that it's barbecue and cheese.
Oh my goodness gracious! What do you think, Kaylee?
And then, do you? Good. Yes. Do you think they'd let me top it off with some coleslaw, though?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, then that'll work.
Ron Barker, are you ready for some redneck fries, man?
Sounds yummy.
I know, that sounds good.
I've been here since 6 o'clock in the morning. I'm telling you right now, I'm starving. If this little lady could ship me a plate full of redneck fries to the phone right now, I would just suck them down. You know?
Yeah, I was trying to figure out how to get them shipped out here right now to Vegas.
Well, you know, we've got a connection, so maybe, just maybe, there will be a way.
Maybe we could talk Uncle Skippy into packing us up some redneck fries into some dry ice. Would you send them to us?
I can ask.
Oh, there you go.
At least you could ask. That at least
like
she's
that.
willing to ask. See, now I forgot what I was going to ask.
While you get your memory, your redneck frying. Now, how you doing in school?
I'm an honor roll student.
Wow. So
and are you? You're a good student too, aren't you, Kaylee?
Yes.
See, have you noticed that a lot of these young drivers that are really, I mean, you know, their hearts into this racing, they're also really good students in school.
Well, let me ask you, and Ron Barker. Now, if grades are a big thing in education, of course, that's primary number one, right?
Well, Kaylee's first rule since the day she got her first car was she had to have straight A's or she does not race.
How about you, Elysia? Did your mom and dad make you keep your grades up to keep racing?
Yes, sir.
There you go. See, you know what? The youth, and that's what I love about this sport. Scott, you comment on this.
Absolutely. I mean, you've got one. It has to mean something for kids, and just going to school, you know, do your grade, you know, do your work, do your grade. That's just not enough. You've got to be something that they've got to have something to strive for.
Right.
And racing is a really good avenue for that.
You know, and I like stick and ball sports too. I mean, Elysia, do you like anything else besides racing? Do you like football or basketball?
I like basketball.
Do you? All right. Kaylee, how about you?
Baseball, football.
Baseball, football. There you go. All right. And so, but in stick and ball sports, you find commitment, but I have not found commitment the way you find commitment in and I'm not knocking it. I mean, I love football. I love NFL and I love college basketball. I'm not too big on NBA. I like to watch college basketball. My wife is a pro football junkie. I mean, when the Cowboys are on TV, buddy, if they're not winning, this one right here is going off, okay?
Oh, I turn it off.
But I mean, I don't find commitment the way in other sports the way I find it in motorsports racing.
You don't. And in motorsports, it takes a high level. If you want to be good in motorsports, it takes absolute commitment. It takes focus. It takes all these things that lend themselves to having good grades, and it also, again, it gives you that motivation.
Now, Elysia, do you play any other sports at all, or are you strictly a race car driver?
I'm pretty much a race car driver. I normally go outside and play basketball at school.
Right.
So, where would you like to see yourself in the future with racing?
I would love to go to NASCAR. It's always been a dream of mine to be the first girl to win the Daytona 500.
Wow.
That's a good goal.
Well, that is a good goal. I mean, and of course you're go ahead, Ron.
Reaching high.
There she is.
The only way to go.
Yeah, that's it. And I mean, and Kaylee, are you in the same? Are you in the same thing? Or is NASCAR? You're already in a sanction of NASCAR already. But is your next step? Is the Sprint Cup? Is that where you want to see yourself at?
No, I want to race in the trucks on Thor Sport Racing with Matt Crafton.
Wow, that's cool.
So you want to go to Camping World Truck Series,
yes.
Right?
Yes.
Okay.
That's cool.
All right, there you go. Go ahead.
I was just going to ask her to shout out if she had any shout outs or shout outs to sponsors.
Elysia, do you want to say hi to anybody out there? And do you have sponsors on your car? And if so, tell us who your sponsors are.
Rally's Big Belly Barbecue, of course, home of the Redneck Fries at Langley Speedway, Amsoil, Aaron Goodman Photography, G&G Cycle Works, Greg Merritt for painting my car and bando, my mom and dad, Mimo and Papa, my Mimo Chick Chick, and a great and special shout out to my crew chief, Joseph Barron.
Wow.
That's cool.
And how old are you, young lady?
11.
She's awesome.
Yeah, this is just unbelievable. I mean, we talk to adults in this sport all the time, and one of the funnest things is to talk to these young ladies, and I never say young boys or young girls.
I just call them young drivers.
I mean, it's just unbelievable and how well spoken that you are and everything else. And I see some big stuff coming out of both of them out there. I mean, I really do. So you're going to be at Langley Speedway when we get there May 10th, right?
Yes, sir.
All right. Well, we can't wait to meet you, and we'll have you on the show live there with us, too. You come down and say hi to us, okay?
Okay.
All right. Anything else that you want to say to the listening audience? Have you got people listening back in Langley today?
I'm not really sure.
Well, I can tell you this. We have gotten a bunch of hits off of people from Langley that are downloading into the phones and everything else there, and we can't wait to meet you. And, of course, our buddy Zach Lightfoot's there, and we're just looking forward to coming there and for the Racing for Hope Foundation. You know about that, right?
Yes, sir.
And we're going to raise some money for kids with cancer, and, and no one likes that. No one likes that, but cancer to affected children. And you're just a sweet little lady right there. And we want to thank you for joining us today. And is there anything else that you'd like to say?
Thank you.
Oh, you're certain.
Thank you for all the things that you have helped me, the opportunity.
Hey, before you go, Diane, did you have a website, Elysia?
Potter's Motorsports on Facebook and YouTube.
Oh, there you go. So check them out.
We'll have to check her out because we wanted to actually put her YouTube audio up of her singing the national anthem, but we're having a little technical difficulty with that today, so we'll do it next time.
Okay. We'll do it there, and we'll see you. We'll see you in about 3 weeks. We're coming to Langley, so we'll see you then. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Well, thank you.
Thank you, Elysia.
Elysia Potter joining us via the Taste Fire hotline right there, and we want to thank that young lady. It's something else, Kaylee Barker.
Yes.
I mean, she's got her sights. I've already said you want to win the Daytona. Would you like to win the Daytona 500?
Yeah.
Yeah. I was going to say, man.
If I can fit it in, right?
It's just unbelievable. I am totally amazed week after week after week when you talk to, like I said earlier, when you talk to the adults, it's something, but to talk to these young kids, it's unbelievable.
Well, you were talking earlier about, grades and stuff like that, and the difference between stick and ball sports and motorsports. How often when you talk to somebody in a ball sport compared to how often you talk to somebody in a motorsport, are they articulate? Are they respectful? Things of that nature. You get that far more in motorsports, at least in my experience.
Ron, a comment on this. I mean, you've been around the motorsports business for a while now. I mean, what do you see into it?
Oh, it's great to see the kids that grow up with the passion and learn the correct way. I want to think that's why we've got the help behind us that we have now, such a great supporting cast behind us right now that we could never have hoped for. And just because she's shown the passion and that she wants to do this and whatnot, and put in the work to get there.
It's unbelievable. Unbelievable. Let's go around the table here real quick. So far in the big granddaddy sport here in NASCAR and Sprint Cup Series, 8 races underneath the belt, 7 different winners. Of course, Stewart-Haas's Kevin Harvick has got a double win here. Ron, what do you see so far in the sport? What do you like so far about this year? What don't you like?
Well, quite honestly, I've been so busy I haven't had a chance to watch much of the racing.
Right.
Although, if Kevin Harvick hadn't had a couple of mechanical problems in a couple of races, including the one here, I think he could easily have 4, maybe 5 races right now.
Really?
Under his belt, because he was been the fastest car pretty much on a consistent basis on most of the races he's run. He just had a mechanical glitch. Here was a brake rub that broke.
Right.
And he started in the mid pack and raced all the way like 3rd or 2nd or whatever it was.
Right.
So he's had a couple of mechanical issues, and if they can eliminate some of those, he's going to be a real contender on if you want to call it a rookie team, so to speak.
Yeah, I mean, and of course, Hendrick has dominated over the years. And back in its day, Richard Childress, when, of course, the late, great Dale Earnhardt was there. And I mean, and we all, I think, remember, Kayla, you might have been a little bit too young, but it was at the point, remember, week after week, it was the Dale Earnhardt, the Rusty Wallace show every week.
Absolutely.
And, I mean, Childress was dominated, and Hendrick, over the last 4 or 5 years has just totally dominated.
And they're doing good this year, too.
They're doing good, but I'm telling you, some reason, somehow, Stewart-Haas seems to be gelling it together. And
they've got good stuff going, definitely.
Okay. What do you think of knockout qualifying?
From what I've seen I like it. It makes it somewhat interesting for not only just the diehard fans, but even a casual fan. It makes them interested in paying attention to what's going on. I love it.
Okay. Scott, what do you so far? Like I said, 8 races underneath the belt. They're off to Richmond next week. 7 different winners, of course. Kevin Harvick. So, what's so far in this? I guess 1/8 of the season. Have you seen what you like and what you don't like so far?
I'm liking the cars this year. They've got good speed. They're not terribly easy to drive, which gives which puts more of the driver in it. At least that's been my impression. I like the qualifying as well. There's a couple things I think that they could probably tweak, and that would make it a little bit better. But I watch qualifying now, and I really didn't have much reason to watch it before.
Yeah,
exactly. I hated it before. This is exciting. When we were out at the Speedway actually watching qualifying, I couldn't stop watching it.
We were at the media center, and I had my doubts about this because I came old school. Okay, when they take the front end up, they lower it down. They're trying to get to get it as close as they can to turn those 2 laps. and 40, how many drivers came? You put the top 43 on the field, and I was very optimistic about it until I actually got to see it live, and then once I got to see it live and watch the drama, the excitement of this unfold, I thought, you know what, NASCAR's made a right call here. I think they did.
Yeah, and they took a lot of that from Formula One. And there's a couple things that they do with it that I like just a little bit better. And, nothing against NASCAR, but it makes sense. And that's why a lot of your top motorsports have gone to that type of system, because it creates excitement.
Right.
It creates excitement on something they're doing already, and it's all about viewership. Let's be honest.
Yep.
We're here live in Las Vegas on Pit Road Racing, our Saturday edition at VegasAllNetRadio.com. Ladies and gentlemen, we are the only internet station that here in the state of Nevada that is actually housed in what they call terrestrial radio, and there's nothing against anybody else that sets these things up in their garages, bedrooms, or whatever, but this whole thing is actually housed and operated through Lotus Broadcasting, which we are a proud family member of it, and it's glad to have each and every one of you in studio with Alan Michaels, Diane Fox, Ron, and Kaylee Barker join us. Got Johnson from Motorsports Alliances. Kaylee, now let me get to you. I know as a driver and as much time it is, what so far in the season in Sprint Cup do you like, don't like, and what would you like to see?
Well, I haven't really, the only race I've watched in its entirety was the one here, because we're always usually at the shop every Sunday morning unloading the car.
Right.
I like the qualifying a lot better. I mean, that's the first time I watched qualifying actually all the way through in a long time.
Yeah.
I like that. I like the cars, like what Scott said. I like it a lot more this year than I have last year, even though this year my favorite driver isn't racing, so it's kind of...
Which is?
Bobby Labonte.
Bobby Labonte.
Yeah.
He's
wow.
Yeah, Labonte, Bobby Terry, all of them have been running there. It's and speaking of the new car, I think they've hit on something with this thing this year, and I think it's tightened everything up. And I think one of the best things about it, it's TV ratings have been up and down a little bit, and of course when they got the season started, the Olympics were going on, and this and that and this and that and everything else. But I think the TV ratings are starting to come back a little bit. I think it's it's more exciting this year.
Yes. Oh, yeah, definitely. In the past, like you said, you had Earnhardt and Rusty, and you pretty much knew one of those two were going to win the race. And now, I know parity's good to a point, and so they're bringing back a little bit more with the cars and make them a little bit different. You can tell a Ford, Chevy a little bit more apart than you used to before.
Right.
But now you legitimately have more than a half dozen or a dozen cars that could go out and win a race at any point in time. And not only just the normal teammates, the normal usual suspects, as we call them, but there's a lot of surprises. I mean, who would have thought Joey Logano would be running as good as he is right now on that team, just to bring out one point there. And so he's got a legitimate shot race after race to win a race now.
He certainly does. And, of course, the big question, and Tony Stewart's making his way back after the bad accident that he had. Everybody, I think a lot of people at the beginning of the season said, no, Tony's just, he's going to get out, ride around. But the smoke ain't playing. I mean,
he doesn't ride around.
No, a broken leg. 2 or 3 different spots, 3 or 4 different surgeries.
Yeah, tape it up. Let's go.
And Tony's always been known to been the second half season type of guy, and he's starting off real well. Dale Earnhardt Jr. getting a big win at Daytona, turning that season around.
And he's been in the top 5 most of it. He had.
Yeah, he has.
Unfortunately, he ran out of gas here in Vegas. He would have had that race.
Yeah.
Not a problem, but he ran out of gas half a lap short.
Well, we were down in the pits, and I was standing with Marty Reed from ESPN, and, Steve Letarte said, we got that first win in Daytona. We got ourselves locked in, and he said, we're gambling, man. Yeah. We are going to gamble for the win, and took the track positions. It said, the heck with the tires, and he told him, he said, save fuel. Right now, it looks like we're a half a lap, maybe not quite a full lap short, try to save as much gas, and he gambled, he threw the dice. And, he came up a little bit short.
What are you going to do?
Diane, your outlooks on the season.
I love the qualifying. And I just love it that I've already got to see Carl Edwards do a backflip.
That's her man right there.
Yeah. The only thing when we were out there, I looked for Carl. Couldn't find him.
Yeah, he stayed hid quite a bit.
He stayed hid that weekend, so I didn't get very close to Carl. I got close to his car.
Maybe he was in Langley having redneck fries.
I don't know, but I like the fact that not just one. I mean, and this is before the chase. When the chase gets here, that's different. But not just one driver is dominating.
Yeah.
We get to see multiple winners. I'm not nothing against Jimmy Johnson. I mean he is a fabulous driver, but I was just getting really, really tired watching the same old people.
Well, that just goes to show you what Hendrick was putting behind it. There was a lot of talk too that and maybe this has all sort of worked its way out, that Hendrick was taking the top stuff and pumping it towards Jimmy, and of course, you can't. Whether you like him or you don't like him, he's got talent and it's business.
He's an awesome driver, yes.
And everybody kept thinking there. I heard a lot of rumors, a lot of talk. Well, why? If you had Jeff Gordon, you had Casey Kane, you had Jimmy and Dale Earnhardt Jr. Well, why isn't Earnhardt Jr. running as well if they're all coming from the same stables? Ron, now maybe you could comment about this. You've been around the shop. You're putting cars together and everything else. Is everybody getting the same type of stuff, or do you think one driver's getting a little bit better of equipment than the other, or is it just the talent itself?
Well, with certain teams, it's probably both ways. I mean, with Hendrick, I think pretty much everybody's going to get most of the same equipment. It was a known fact at Jack Roush that some of the other guys were test cars.
Right.
For somewhat, that's why I was saying Joey Logano coming out now. He was at Joe Gibbs. He was kind of the test car for them, the stepchild, so to speak.
Right.
And but I think at Hendrick it's more even. They've actually changed garages several times with Junior moving from Jeff Gordon's to Jimmy's and whatnot to try and find him a more comfortable spot where he can get along with everybody else in the shop. And having Steve Letarte over there is not gonna hurt Junior, that's for sure.
Yeah, this is the last year of those two. Steve Letarte's going to retire. He wants to spend more time with his family, and which is, I mean,
Can't argue.
You can't argue with that. That's right. Yeah. I mean, it's
anybody that spends time in this sport knows what a circus it can be, on a big level, little level, whatever. It's a lot of time consuming. And so, you got to shake his hand and say good job and go back to the family.
Who do you think that has got the best shot at winning the actual championship this year?
I mean, you got to go back to the usual suspects. Jimmy's going to be there in the end.
You really think so?
You know he's going to be there. But,
I mean, even though he doesn't have a win yet.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
He'll be there.
It'll come.
He'll be there. He's starting to run a little bit better race after race. It'll get there. Surprisingly, not too surprisingly, but Junior's been running real good race after race after race.
He's like his dad was, consistent.
Yes.
And but right now, I mean, everybody. I go back to what I was saying a little while ago. Harvick's someone to look at right now.
Yeah,
he's got the good equipment with the Hendrick stuff, and he's whatever him and his crew chief have found together, they've got a good thing going. And again, it's just been a couple little mechanical things. Otherwise, he'd be way out in front right now. So,
biggest surprise down the panel so far. Biggest surprise of the year.
Biggest surprise of the year
so far.
So far, the way Logano and Brad Keselowski have been qualifying week after week.
Scott?
Give me a second to think about that. I'm not even sure.
Kaylee's dying to jump in here. Go.
No, my dad took mine.
Diane?
The biggest surprise is that this year's Dale Jr. winning the 500 for me.
There you go. Biggest surprise for me this year, the Jack Roush of Roush Fenway Racing has not inked the deal with Carl Edwards yet.
I didn't hear that.
Yeah, there is no as of when we went to airtime.
I'm just keeping my mouth shut.
They have not inked a deal, which is going to open up. If they decide not to ink a deal, boy, is this going to open up some big time stuff coming up for 2015.
And also, let's shout out to Jack Roush because it is his birthday today.
Happy birthday, Cat.
Happy birthday. Yes.
All right. We're on Pit Road Racing live here in Las Vegas at Vegas Allnet Radio Studios.com, part of the Lotus Broadcasting family. We're just going to keep things rolling. Kaylee Barker, tell our listening audience, what is an average day for you?
Well, this past week was a little different because it was on spring break, but yesterday I woke up at 4:30, got to the shop at 5:30, and I was there until like 4. And that was just yesterday, but the previous days of this past week, I'd get to the shop at 8, 7:45, leave at 9 that night, somewhere around there. Yeah.
You're putting time and hours in. And that's what it takes, right, Ron?
That's what it takes. I mean, there's no shortcuts. If you want to run on top, that's what it takes.
Do you have to give up a lot?
Yeah.
A lot. And what's
all right.
What's the hardest thing for you to have to give up?
I don't know. My friends always ask me to hang out, and I'm like, I'm at the shop, and they all get mad at me. I'm like, sorry.
Well, you know
I don't
what?
really care. So
don't let that bother you.
Absolutely.
Commitment, right here.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I was talking about earlier. It's people always forget how much that you have to sacrifice. It's a lot of people think of sacrifice as someone else making you sacrifice, but when there's something that you want, it's when you're putting that sacrifice out there on your own, as Kaylee's doing. That's what you find in this sport, where a lot of other things is other people are telling you got to sacrifice this. Well, she's made a choice.
Yeah.
That's why she's as successful as she's been.
It's
a choice.
It is, and it's a different. This is a whole different. It's a whole different animal, and like we said before, I mean, we all love stick and ball sports, football, basketball, soccer. Diane, your daughter was involved into basketball, softball, and
volleyball.
And volleyball, and that. Mine was involved in gymnastics for the longest time until she grew. And then the saddest thing was that the coach came up, and I mean, my mother was long-legged, I'm long-legged, her mother was long-legged, and all of a sudden my little one just shot up, and the gymnastic coach came up and said, she's getting too tall, and it just crushed her, So she ended up going into basketball too. So it's something else. Commitment's a big thing. Let's Let's do one more quick break here, so I can take care of the sponsors that we need to take care of real quick. We'll come back and we'll get final comments on everybody. And we're doing it on Pit Road Racing right here on Vegas Allnet Radio Studios.com. Everybody, we're doing it here on a Saturday. Don't forget, each and every Monday night we do it with Gene Woods, 3-time national champion, and we do it here from 6 to 7. Of course, all the shows can be downloaded, and everything is working. Well, it was working good. The recorder's still working, so we'll get recorded off of this, and hopefully they'll get the Sam broadcaster thing fixed here with this new equipment coming in. We'll come back. We've got one last segment to do, and we'll get final comments out of our panel today. Diane Fox is in studio, Kelly and Ron Barker, Scott Johnson from Motorsports Alliance. We're doing it right here. One more time around, drop it down on pit road. Let's get 4 fresh tires, put one little round of wedge in, tighten it up one last time. We'll be back right after this, everybody.
Do you, like many Americans, have credit problems? You can't secure a loan, get an apartment or a car, getting turned down because of bad credit? Would you like to get your credit problems fixed? Let Vivex Credit Solutions work for you. They can help you fix and repair bankruptcy, foreclosures, short sales, late payments, repossessions, tax liens, debt settlement, and identity theft, plus much, much more. They are licensed credit experts, and they're available to discuss your credit challenges in person, via the phone or email. Vivex Credit Solutions is located at 7795 West Sahara Avenue, Suite 101, here in Las Vegas. Call them today at 702-434-4410. That's 702-434-4410. Email them and get support at vivexcreditsolutions.com. They're on the web at vivexcreditsolutions.com. Get your credit problems and challenges fixed today at Vivex Credit Solutions. The Cardboard Cat, located at 4300 Pecos in North Las Vegas. We give used boxes another life. We reuse them for people that need to move. We also recycle old and torn cardboard right here at our warehouse. If you have cardboard and need to get rid of it, call Mark at the Cardboard Cat. His phone number is 702-834-1218. 702-834-1218. The Cardboard Cat, a proud sponsor of On Pit Road Racing.
Come blow the doors off your competition with up to 20 laps of rubber-burning mayhem. Race up to 45 miles an hour and feel the adrenaline. Line up and wait for the green. You don't race against some clock. You race to win. Go 5 wide on the track inspired by racing legend Gene Woods in our European-built 212cc Bowman Aero karts on Las Vegas's only longest outdoor bank track with jets flying only hundreds of feet above your head and the best view of the strip anywhere. You don't race in some old warehouse surrounded by concrete walls, fresh air, and under the stars. Your experience here will be one to remember. And on your birthday, members ride free. It's not just go-karts, it's a true racing experience. We're open 7 days a week, Monday through Friday, 2 to 10, Saturday and Sunday, noon till 10. And we are located at 121 East Sunset Road across from McCarran Airport at the Sports Center. Once you race here, you won't go anywhere else.
Hi, this is Sergio Quintero from Clubhouse Sports Radio. You're listening to On Pit Road Racing right here on Vegas AllNetRadio.com.
We're back with you, man. Final segment right here at On Pit Road Racing Saturday edition. Diane Fox, Alan Michaels, Kaylee Barker, Ron Barker, and Scott Johnson from Motorsports Alliance. Real quickly out here. I was just looking over. This is my little computer right there. Jeff Gord's got the points lead coming into Richmond for next weekend, followed by Matt Kenseth. He's running in second. Carl Edwards right there. So the Joe Gibbs Racing Machines are up 2 and 3. Of course, Dale Earnhardt Jr., Jimmy Johnson, Kyle Busch. Then rolling it right on down. Brad Keselowski's rocking and rolling. Joey Logano right there. Ryan Newman. Austin Dillon. Real quickly, what do you think about this kid? What do you think about the rookie class this year, I guess, folks?
That's a strong class, without question. It's a strong class, and most of them are pretty seasoned, even though the rookies in this division, they've been racing for a long time, as, most of the kids these days start out so young. Not like, back in the day when their first car was their home car. So,
right.
Yeah, it's a strong class.
It really is. And Kyle Larson ain't playing around either. I mean, he's having a great run in the Nationwide Series. He's holding his own. And does anybody think that Austin Dillon will bring it back to number 3 this year? Of course, it's been with the Childress Racing, Earnhardt, everybody else. Do you think Austin will get a win this year?
No.
No.
And I have to agree. I don't think he's. I'm a Carl. I think Kyle Larson's the guy for the win this year.
Kelly?
I don't think so.
No, Diane.
No, I think the hype was too much, and I
really.
I mean, no. I'm not saying that he never will get it, but not this year.
Not this year?
No.
Not this year at all. I think okay, well, there's 4 no's, and I think the kid's going to get a win this year. It might be something that he, being at the right place at the right time, I mean, look what happened to Dale Earnhardt and Derek Cope. Everybody thought that Derek Cope would have ever won it, and Earnhardt blew coming out of going into turn 3, blew, or down the backstretch into 3, blew a back right tire, and Derek Cope was right there at the right time. And picked up a Daytona 500 win. Diane, you got a question?
Well, yeah, since we have Dad and daughter in here, and Dad took daughter's answer, I'm going to give Kaylee a chance. If you were put out there on the racetrack with your dad, could you take him?
Ooh.
Nice.
Ooh, I'm going to slide back here. I mean...
I don't think so.
No?
You don't think you could take your dad?
No.
Dad,
I could beat him at pole position, but that's because of the weight difference. But
thanks.
You're welcome.
Okay, Dad. So, what do you think that she could beat you?
If you ask any driver if anybody can beat him, their answer is going to be no.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter who it is.
Well, you know what? I've been over at Gene Woods, and I've been on the track with this young lady, and I mean, she went, and I can wheel a go-kart around not too bad for an old man, but I felt a tap on the backside, and I seen her just, ding, ding, as she went. And I was
I got touched by her. Mm-hmm.
No, I got bing by her.
Well, bing by her. There you go. Uh-huh.
I got ding. She let me know she was there.
A little touch. It was a little,
Yeah, she let me know she was there. That's
so you really don't think you could beat your dad?
I don't know.
That would be, that would be something.
I think it depends on who's working on the car.
There you go.
Well, now you got to be fair.
Shout outs for you, sponsors, thank yous, and everybody else.
Joe Ferre of Sigma Engineering. He sponsored my motor, so without him, I definitely wouldn't be out there this year.
Okay.
ExecuClean, Dana, Jimmy, Greg, my mom, my dad, of course.
Right.
And the Project 150, Labrador Rescue, and I think that's pretty much everyone.
There you go. We got it all. And somebody else? Go ahead, Ron.
Nah, I was really big shout out to Dana Stahl.
Right.
He was been amazing since day one to build this car for us. The man, not only did he not charge us anything to build this, he wouldn't take any money to build this car for us.
Wow.
It was an effort just to take him and his wife out to dinner to say thank you for building this car. And he drives 11 hours one way every week to crew chief her car. He lives north of San Francisco.
Wow.
So he drives every week to crew chief her car for us and will not take a penny. So without him, we're not where we're at.
He's got the love for racing.
There you go.
Yes. That's
Scott,
cool.
final words out of you. How everything with the Motorsports Alliance website information, let everybody know where you're at.
Absolutely. For us, we want you to hit our Facebook. Facebook at Motorsports Alliance. We have our teaser pages up at motorsportsalliance.net. We really want everyone to hit our Facebook page. That's what's going to help us right now. Again, as we mentioned earlier, we're looking for a little help on getting some of the website stuff going. If you have any time that you want to volunteer or help us out with that, you can easily reach me at Scott at motorsportsalliance.net. And again, that Facebook page is super important to us. We need the likes. We need everybody getting on there, commenting. Anything you guys can do on that page, that's where we need you.
Thanks to Jay Beasley down in Carolinas. We want to thank Elysia Parker over in Langley, Tom and Zach Lightfoot out there, and our guest in studio, Kaylee Parker. Good luck to you. We'll be out to see you at the Bull Ring real soon, okay?
Thank you.
Ron, thanks for coming in today.
Thank you.
And Scott, thank you too, buddy.
Thanks for having
And
me.
go check our webpage out, www.pitroadracing.com, for all the guest bios. And I got a great recipe on there.
There you
Great Taste of the Tailgate recipe.
Hungry.
There you go. We'll go get some food out there. Have a great time out there, everybody. We'll see you Monday night. Gene Woods, myself inside with Tim Reichert along with us, too. We'll be here back. Thanks for joining us, everybody.
Views and opinions expressed on this program were those of the hosts and guests and did not necessarily reflect those of Vegas All Net Radio, its affiliates, or its parent company.
Green flag, go, go, go. Race fan, it's time to buckle up for the fastest 2 hours in motorsports. It's time for on-pit road racing, right here on Vegas's and the world's racing station, VegasAllNetRadio.com. Racers, start your engine and let's go racing with your hosts, Alan Michael, the First Lady, Diane Fox, and Sergio Quintero. The green flag is in the air and you are on pit road racing.